Alright, we're back working on the SEARS generator here, and we left you off. We took the carburetor off. We were going to rebuild the carb, and I put it in carb cleaner and left there for about 4 hours, and it cleaned it up pretty good. I mean, it looks kind of rough, but it's in pretty good shape. Alright, I decided a few parts I'm going to reuse, and some of them I'll just use new. Here's the kit. Okay, I'm gonna use new needles because here's the two needles here, and I'll use this bar, and I'll use the new plunger. So I'll be using most of the new stuff. And this here's the gasket for the float, and we use these O-rings. But like this piece here, I'll show you when I put that up in the tripod there. Sometimes these kits, some of them are more complete than others. I'm not going to use these Welsh plugs. There's no reason to take them out. But like with these screws for the jets and everything, they only give you one spring, you know. So you got to reuse the old one. And then this brass washer here actually goes in the back of this between the O-ring and the screw. But on the other one, on some carburetors they have one, and other ones they don't. So I grabbed this one out of my stash. You can see it's a lot thinner, and that'll fit inside that little cylinder there that the jet goes in. But it's funny how some things come with certain things. All right, here's the reason I'm not gonna use this, because here's the original one, and you can see the inside hole is a lot smaller, and that actually makes a difference. If you look at it, you put that on there, that's a pretty snug fit. You know, there's no play. Sorry, I was looking at it over here. You guys were looking over there. But anyway, you know, I mean, there's a little bit of play, but nothing to worry about. You put this big thing on here, and you pretty much got to center that pretty well. So that's the kind of thing you got to watch when you get aftermarket kits and stuff. Sometimes they just throw any old crap in there. So now we're going to use this gasket. The gasket's stuck in the bag right now. I can't get it out one hand. But I'm going to throw you up on the tripod and we'll throw this together. I made some gaskets. This is actually gasket material. It's not a cereal box. And this one here, we made that. So, all right, let's put you in the tripod and we'll throw this together real fast. And I'll get a drink of water. All right, we'll see you up there. All right, I'm gonna try to keep you guys in frame. I can't really see unless I turn around and look. But all right, let's start. We'll put the seat in for the float bowl. That's in that little hole. All right, when I took it out, it's still on here from when I took it out. And if you look, there's a little ridge, and that ridge always goes in the bottom. Sometimes you forget, and if you forget, there's always a place on the internet, like right here, this one tells you the flat end is where the needle seats and the ridge goes inside. So there's always check, if you forget, always check. Alright, so we're going to stick this on our little tool here. Like I said, this is a Tecumseh tool, part number 670377, and I'll put a link to that for you. Alright, just stick that in there. Okay. This seems to be. You'll feel it when it seats. Okay. All right. Let me get Let me get this stuff set up so we're not fumbling around. Alright, yeah, if you guys don't have this tool, just get a drill bit that's the same size as that hole there and you'll be okay. You know? Alright, now what we'll do is we'll put this rubber gasket on. We'll get the float bowl, and I'm going to use this new float needle here. Nothing wrong with the old one, it's just we got it, why not use it, right? Alright, stick it right in there. Stick it in a hole, and then I said we're going to use this new bar here. Okay, there we go. But the float ball actually keeps that in place, so it's not, you're not going to lose that. Alright, now I guess we'll put the float ball on, right? Alright, the float ball's got a flat on the back here. That goes right where this bar is, so when the float goes up and down. Actually, that float could use adjusting, but I'm not going to worry about it. That's what this flat piece is. You know, you adjust that. So it's just like that. Yeah, I guess I could adjust it, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so we're going to put this on this way, right? Alright. I said we're going to reuse this original gasket here. Put that in. Am I in frame? Alright, I heard you. Okay, doesn't have to be all that tight. Then we'll get one of these O-rings. And I said we're going to reuse. Let's set that up right there. There we go. I said we're going to reuse this, but we're not. Alright, now by looking at the, you got two side springs here too. This side took them off. One's a fat spring, fat short spring, and the other one's a long skinny one. So we'll see which one they gave us. Looks like they gave us the long skinny one. Actually, gave us. Can't really tell because it's skinny, but it's the same length as that one. So I'm gonna go with this spring here, and I'm gonna put that on the thumb screw. And then here's the copper washer that they gave you, and that goes all in there like that. Okay. Now if I remember, it was 1 3/4. But you know what? I'm gonna need a thinner screwdriver. Alright, I'll go away. Alright, got a better screwdriver here, a little thin one. And I'm gonna screw this all the way in until it stops. And back it out. Let me see. There's 1.5. I'm going to leave it at 1.5. Okay. Now we're going to go over here. I'm going to stick an O-ring in here, or a washer. You know what? Yeah. Probably stuck it on the end of the screw, but Let's see how that does. Okay, now this is what was missing. This is just the same size as that hole. And that's going to prevent that spring from chewing into that. Okay, like I said, this I'm going to use the old spring, only because, oh boy, almost lost our washer there. I'm just going to stick down the end. Just going to stick out the end of this. There we go. Now this one was only a quarter out. On some of these, there's something in there that prevents it from going a little further, so you got to watch you don't damage anything. I think we're okay. And this one here, I'm just going to bring out. Let me see. Bring it out. 1.5. Okay. That should be good enough to get us started anyway. Alright. Let's see. That's old, that's old, that's old. Alright, so that's all there is to it. Alright, let's move over there and we'll throw it back on the machine. Alright, I stuck you over there so I wouldn't be in your way. Alright, first we'll put the gasket on here. Okay. Now if you remember, I put a little scratch mark. You gotta watch where you're at there, okay? Put a little scratch mark up here so I knew where the linkage goes. So that makes it easy, you don't have to figure it out. Okay, there we go. I cleaned the bolts off so they zipped on there real easy. Okay, you tighten these up and it'll turn these back on. Alright, let's stick the manifold back on here. If you remember, this was loose and rattling and stuff like that, so I was able to crush these pop rivets down. I just put it in a vise over there and had a punch on the bottom and then a punch on the top and crushed them. So that's better than new. Better than new now. Alright, this didn't have a gasket on here, and I'm not so sure it really needed one, but it ain't gonna hurt. Put this on and we'll turn these back on. Alright, it's all back together here, the carburetor, and I'm pretty confident it'll work. I'm still waiting on the 90 shut-off valve here, 90-degree shut-off valve, and I still didn't buy the fuel line, so I guess we'll get back to you when I pick that up. Probably be a day or two. So go on, do what you guys have to do, and we'll meet up back here in a couple days. Alright guys, welcome back. It has been a couple days, and we're going to get back to work on a little generator here. Not much, just I bought some fuel line here. Just got it from Lowe's. I mean, it's nothing special. Matter of fact, it's got an odd feel to it, you know. It's like it's sort of a hard rubber. Not what I'm used to, but it is fuel line. And it's a 1/4 inch ID by 1/2 inch OD, so it'll definitely work. We'll make it work. And I just got these from eBay. These were they were $2 a piece. I paid $10 for 5 of these, so I'll have some in stock. And this is the right angle. It'll come off the gas tank and just go to the carburetor. That'll alleviate a bend or anything in the fuel line. So let me put that on, and then we'll take a look at it. And that'd probably be it for this video, because it's probably getting a little long. Alright, let me put this together. Alright, got the gas line on and a shut-off valve, and I got gas in there, and I'm happy with it. Goes along there to the carburetor, and we're all ready to go. So let me throw the shroud on there. Alright, we're all back together here. No leaks or nothing. I filled it with fuel, and I guess I'll wait for a little dirt bike or Mike or somebody to come over and start yanking on that cord. But for now, I say enough of this. Alrighty.